There's a holdup in the Bronx.
Brooklyn's broken out in fights.
There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights.
There's a scout troop short a child. Cruise ships do and idle wild.
Car 54, where are you?
Tonight's program brought to you by Camay, Secret of Soft Skin. And by Lava, the soap that gets hands clean right down to the fingernails.
Drums, drums, eternal drums, pounding in my head. What message do they give? The door opens.
Wait a minute, that's a stage direction. The door opens. A man enters the grass shack slowly and speaks.
Percy, at last I have found you.
Sir Guy Farrington, it is you.
After 20 years, my search is over. Come back to England with me and forget this tropical island.
What? And leave Ballycooma? Never, never.
Percy, you can't stay here painting pictures of the natives for the rest of your life. You must return to England. Your family, your seat in Parliament.
Leo, that line should be read with more feeling.
What feeling? Who knows from this English Parliament? Look, couldn't we be partners in the dress business and he's hiding away in Miami Beach? Now that I could really feel.
Yeah, and while I'm hiding away, I can design a new dress for the fall.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Come on, come on. This is serious. Go on, Leo.
Nu, are you coming back to England?
Now, are you coming back to England?
I'm sorry, my mind was still in the dress business.
Go ahead, then.
I shall never return to England. Just leave me here with my paintbrushes and canvases.
Why, Percy? What is keeping you a prisoner here? Aha! Now I understand.
The grass curtains part, and into the room steps Tandaniki, a young, beautiful native princess. Her long, lithe body, dressed in a sarong, is willowy as a reed.
Oh, master, the drums say. Sorry, Lucille, but it's Tandaniki's entrance. The old voodoo woman doesn't come in until the second act.
The old voodoo woman? But I'm Tandaniki.
Oh, it's my mistake. I didn't know the play was Ma and Pa Kettle in Tahiti.
Now, listen to me, Sylvia Schnauzer.
Wait a minute, girls. Actually, the part hasn't been cast yet.
But Francis, Tandaniki is me. That child of nature running laughingly across the sands, taking love where she finds it. I practically lived the part one summer in Coney Island.
Was that the summer you worked at the hot dog stand?
Well, if we're getting personal, I could tell a thing about
Girls, here it is, the first rehearsal, and already we got a fight on our hands.
There's no fight, Francis. You're the writer. Just tell Lucille who's playing Tandaniki and explain that you had me in mind when you wrote the part.
Yes, Francis. Explain to her.
Sylvia, you're an intelligent woman.
Yes.
Listen to the description of Tandaniki. Young.
Yes.
Willowy as a reed.
Oh, yes.
Trim ankles.
Yes.
Slender waist. Fairy-like.
Oh, yes. Well, go on, go on.
Well, what I'm trying to say is...
Well, what are you trying to say?
Well, Leo, tell her what I'm trying to say.
What he's trying to say, Pussycat.
What is he trying to say?
What he's trying to say, my beloved.
What?
It's got to be said. You're too fat.
Too fat? From the lips of my own husband. Too fat.
Sylvia, Pussycat.
Too fat. So that's what it's come to. Statuesque beauty? It means nothing anymore.
Sylvia, darling, as your best friend, I just couldn't tell you that you didn't fit the part of Tandaniki.
Thank you.
Well, now that that's all settled, let's get on with the rehearsal. Enter Tandaniki.
Oh, master, the drums say that a stranger has come to our island. To our island.
Gunther, that's your cue.
That's right. It's your cue, Gunther. Tell her.
Tell me what?
Well, you see, Lucille...
Oh, I suppose you think I'm too fat, too,
I didn't say anything. You jump on me before I open my mouth.
Well, what were you going to say?
I was going to say that you kind of squat.
What?
Lucille, face facts. Tondaniki is tall and willowy.
You're just not the type for the part.
And I'm not tall and willowy?
Oh, no, you're very tall and willowy for a squat woman.
If you think that I'm going to stand here and take this nonsense from you...
Wait a minute. Tondaniki is an elf-like creature.
Francis, give me 2 weeks and I'll be that tropical nymph.
Oh, Sylvia, not another diet.
2 weeks, Francis. Just 2 weeks. And if I'm not the Tonganiki you picture in your play, you can give the part to anybody who's around.
Lucille, I'm home.
Ah, it is you, Sir Percy. My lover has returned.
I returned just in time to call Bellevue Hospital. What's that food on your head?
Why, Gunther, if I'm going to be Tondaniki, I have to learn to walk like a native girl. Tell me, Gunther, do I look like an island girl to you?
From the back, you look like the whole island.
Very funny. Here I am, getting ready to save your part in the play, and
Okay, Lucille. I'm starved.
Oh, well, your dinner's on the table.
Good. Boy, am I hungry. What's this?
Oh, that's your dinner, Gunther. Coconuts, boiled bananas, and a mashed mango.
That's not my dinner. Who are you expecting, King Kong? Honey, I work hard all day, and when I come home, I expect something to eat.
You're going to eat this now.
Lucille.
Look, Gunther, I'm going to be Tondaniki, and slim, willowy Tondaniki doesn't want to have to make love to a big, fat, pot-bellied leading man. Now eat your boiled banana.
How do you know you're going to be Tondaniki? If Sylvia Schnauzer loses 20 pounds in 2 weeks...
She won't lose an ounce. Sylvia Schnauzer's been going on diets now for the last 15 years, and she's never lasted for more than 1 day. I just talked to her on the telephone. She's only been on this diet for 6 hours, and she was nibbling on the receiver. She hasn't got a chance.
Hello, Mrs. Schnauzer.
Hello, Sam.
I'll be right with you. 2 pounds of potato salad, 4 pounds of pot roast, 1.5 pounds of macaroni and cheese, 3 bags of potato chips, a cheesecake, a pound of bologna, a Boston cream pie. Anything wrong, Mrs. Schnauzer?
No, nothing.
A pound of chopped chicken liver, 2 pints whipped cream, 4 jelly donuts, and that eclair. There you are. Pay the cashier. What'll it be, Mrs. Schnauzer? Mrs. Schnauzer?
Oh, a pound of watercress and a quart of skimmed milk.
Not again, Mrs. Schnauzer.
Oh, but this time I'll do it. I must.
Let's see, watercress this way. Watercress. I thought I had it over here. No. I guess I put it next to the celery. I like to keep them both together on the ice so they stay nice and crisp. No, not here either.
If you'll just sign this release.
You mean while I was eating those cookies, you were taking pictures of me for a television commercial?
That's right, if you'll just sign this release.
You mean I'm going to be on television?
If we decide to use it, we'll get in touch with you.
Mrs. Schnauzer!
Sure. Please let me know in time. I want to tell all my friends.
We'll do that. Thank you. Stand by. Here comes another one. Okay, Ralph, start the camera.
Pardon me, madam, but would you taste this cookie?
Oh, please.
It's just a little test we're conducting, if you'll just sample it. And now would you take a cookie from this plate? Now the cookies from this plate. Did you like them? Of course you did. The cookie you chose is none other than the Dixie Dimple cookie. The cookie with the lip-licking goodness. And why did you like it? Because all the ingredients in the Dixie Dimple cookie are farm fresh and are kept that way because they are packed to lock in that mouth-watering goodness. Now, Brand X here doesn't have the same flavor of freshness because it hasn't the sealed-in crispness found here in Dixie Dimple. Culpepper's Dixie Dimple cookies have been made from the same secret formula that Mother Culpepper discovered 65 years ago. Baked down south by the happy Culpepper bakers, Dixie Dimples bursting with southern goodness. You'll notice Brand X. There's a soggy texture that indicates lack of loving care. It's just another cookie. But Dixie Dimple cookies reflect the soul-searching perfection that Culpepper bakers strive for. In this sealed box, every Dixie Dimple has a lasting crispness. Make the simple Dixie Dimple test. Drop a Dixie Dimple into your cup of coffee. Then drop a brand X cookie. You'll find that Dixie Dimple stays together longer, doesn't disintegrate. That's why, madam, you have shown such good taste and discernment when you selected Dixie Dimple, the cookie that never crumbles.
Okay, Ralph, cut. Madam, we have just filmed this little sequence in which you appeared.
Yeah.
Madam, there was a camera hidden right behind. Madam,
Why?
you were just in the movies.
Movies?
Yes, see? You were just in the movies. If you'll just sign this release, Madam.
That's it. That's what I've been waiting to see for 40 years. That gal ain't just eating my Dixie Dimples. She's in love with them. Get me that gal. Yes, sir. I want that gal, you hear? That's my Dixie Dimple gal. I want that face on every box. I want that face on every billboard. And each barn door on both sides of the Mason-Dixon line. Look at her go after them crumbs. Go, gal, go. That gal, that's my Dixie Dimple gal.
You got her, Colonel.
Well, now, I want to be frank with you, gentlemen. She saved the account for you. I was going to take my $1 million Dixie Dimple account somewhere else.
You were?
Yes, but I've decided to triple my advertising budget because you found me my Dixie Dimple gal. Get me that gal.
Don't you worry, Colonel. We're right on top of it. That was a close one. Good work, Babcock. You saved us the account.
Chief.
Oh, go out and get her right away and lock her up tight.
Chief.
What is it?
I don't know who she is.
You don't know? Didn't you get her name on the release form?
Chief, she fainted dead away. We had to get out of there fast.
Oh, no.
It looked like another one of those Dixie Dimple food poisoning cases. The last one cost us $5,000.
Well, find her. Where did it happen?
I think it was in the Bronx. Sam's Market. Maybe he knows her. I'll call him and see if he knows her name.
Babcock, if you don't find her, you ask Sam if he needs a new delivery boy in a gray flannel suit.
Did you hear me, Sylvia? No more diets. No more diets. When your wife starts fainting in grocery stores, then it's time the husband put his foot down. Now, how did this happen?
Well, all I know is I was on my way out of the store. A man started talking to me, and I fainted. And when I came to, I had this bump on my head, and I was 8 pounds heavier.
Now, you hurt me, Sylvia. No more diets.
Sorry, Leo. Now I know I must be Tantaniki in Muldoon's play.
Now you know.
Yes, it's the fates.
What are you talking about?
They're trying to do it to me again. My whole career has been a series of missed opportunities. I must be in that play. I'm not going to let it happen again. Look at my scrapbook. A monument to misfortune.
Sylvia, not again.
Yes, again and again. Look at this. Last night's PTA follies may become the stepping stone for 5-year-old Ginger Rogers. Her long curls and military tap dance caught the eye of a Hollywood producer who happened to be in the audience. Ginger was filling in for the star of the show, little Sylvia Schwarzkopf, who was home with the mumps. The mumps. Mumps I caught from a second cousin kept me from dancing to stardom with Fred Astaire.
Sylvia, don't get worked up.
Worked up! At the sesquicentennial parade in the East Bronx, who was chosen to be Lady Godiva in the pink tights and the beautiful blonde wig? Sylvia Schwarzkopf. Who fell off the horse before it even left the barn? Sylvia Schwarzkopf. Who got on the horse? A nobody called Lana Turner. Page after page of missed chances. Well, it's not going to happen again, Leo Schnauzer. The next time opportunity knocks.
Mrs. Schnauzer, I am from Dutton, Dutton, and Beamish. We want you for a television appearance. I have the release right here. If you'll just sign this release. Mrs. Schnauzer? Mrs. Schnauzer?
What happened? My wife. What did you say to her? What did you do to her?
I just want her to sign this television contract.
Television contract?
Yes, the Dixie Dimple Company will pay her $90 every time she eats a cookie on television.
$90?
Leo.
Just a minute, pussycat. $90 just to eat a cookie?
Yes, every time she appears in a commercial for Dixie Dimple.
Leo.
In a minute, pussycat. Go on.
It's a standard broadcasting contract. She's fully protected.
Leo.
You shut up. The man is talking. Now, as you were saying.
I won't sign.
Listen to her. When do you want her to start eating the cookies?
Leo, I won't sign.
Will you get back on the floor and let me handle this? $90 to eat a cookie and you won't sign? If you want, she'll eat the box too.
You're both wasting your time. I won't sign.
But Mrs. Schnauzer...
Let me handle this. Look, Sylvia, you're still with the bumps on your head. $90 just to eat a cookie.
Never. Sylvia Schnauzer waited too long for fame and fortune to fall into a trap.
What trap?
They're not going to tie me up to some long-term short money contract like they did poor Debbie Reynolds and Ava Gardner.
What? You should just eat a cookie.
Never. It's a trick. They'll pay for all those years I waited to be discovered. Thank heaven it happened at the height of my artistic growth and beauty.
What are you talking about? 2 bumps on the head in one day. What do you want from her? Lincoln's Gettysburg Address?
Mrs. Schnauzer, our advertising agency
Advertising agency. Stop with that masquerade. Who were you really with, huh? Warner Brothers, MGM, huh?
I don't know what she's talking about.
That makes 2 of us. Look, Sylvia, listen. They're offering you $90 just to eat a cookie. Sign!
All right, I'll sign.
Good!
For $1,000 a week.
$1,000 a week? It's the bumps. The bumps. The bumps.
Of course, I must have my own dressing room.
She'll eat the cookies.
My choice of leading man.
She'll eat the cookies.
Transportation to and from Hollywood for my personal hairdresser.
She'll eat the cookies.
Really, Mrs. Schnauzer?
Don't listen to her. Let me talk to her.
I'll come back tomorrow.
Please do. We'll be home all day. I'll get an answering service. I'll put a light burning in the window for you. Sylvia. $90 to eat a cookie. It's the chance of a lifetime. Now you can get all the things that you've always dreamed of. A clock radio, space shoes, elastic stockings.
Oh, please, Leo, I'm thinking. Who will be my first leading man? Who?
Yes, sir, Colonel. We have the presentations all ready for you. I think you're going to like them.
Never mind that. Where's my Dixie Dimple gal?
Oh, don't worry, Colonel. We have her locked up tight.
What do you mean she wouldn't sign?
Chief.
Babcock, a $3 million account, and you can't even get a Bronx housewife to sign a contract?
Chief, we're up against a kook.
Babcock, it took you 12 years to rise from mailroom to vice president. If you don't get this contract, you'll be back in the mailroom in 1 day.
$90 a week just for eating a cookie?
Oh, she's really going on television.
What television? It's a commercial. They picked her in the market as a typical Bronx housewife, and already she's halfway to Hollywood. I've been pleading with her all night.
$90 for eating a cookie. Don't worry, Leo. We'll bring her around to her senses.
Please, I'll call her. Sylvia! There's somebody here to see you, Sylvia! I forgot. She's already changed her name. Simone, Miss Lamont.
Did you call Leo Schnauzer? Darling, so sweet of you to drop by. Leo Schnauzer, open a bottle of wine.
Take it from there.
Sylvia, we just heard about your wonderful good fortune. $90 a week just for eating a cookie on television.
My dear child, it's a trap. I wouldn't even consider it.
Why, if anybody came to me and offered me $90 a week, I would...
I'll give you 100.
100?
As my personal maid.
Me, your personal maid?
You'll have Thursdays off. Your name is Babette.
Babette? Well, of all the nerve!
Lucille. Sylvia, all they want you to do is eat a cookie. If it isn't you, they'll pick another Bronx housewife. Take the $90.
Francis. Like all great directors and playwrights, you have no business sense.
All right. Then listen to Gunther. You know what a down-to-earth guy he is. Speak to her, Gunther.
Can I have your autograph, Miss Simone?
Gunther, stop her from making a fool out of herself.
She knows what she's doing. Simone, don't let those big studios take advantage of you.
Thank you, darling. I'll never forget you for this, Grover.
Grover, my name is Gunther.
Gunther.
See, the bigger they are, the nicer they are.
This is all I need. Already she's got a fan club. Sylvia, the man from the agency is gonna be here soon.
Oh, Bet, fix my hair.
Fix your hair. You listen to me, Sylvia Schnauzer. The day I fix your hair will...
Lucille. Sylvia, let's be realistic. I can understand your dreams,
And that's why I want to insist that we do your play as my first vehicle.
My play? Sylvia, now don't be ridiculous. Nobody wants to do my play on television. It's an amateur production. I wrote it when I was in the high school.
Yes, but under a director like you.
Me, a director? Sylvia, I don't know the first thing about directing. I'm a cop. Sign the contract.
Sylvia, it's the man from the agency.
Oh, Babette, answer the door. Answer it yourself. You try and help the little people.
All right, I'll answer.
Mrs. Schnauzer, this is the head of our agency, Mr. Dutton.
Darling.
Now, Mrs. Schnauzer, about this contract.
Please, give me another day.
I'm sorry, it has to be settled now.
Well, of course, you know my conditions. $1,000 a week, my choice of leading man, my choice of director.
Please, before you go, give me 5 minutes with her.
I'm sorry, a deal is a deal. Now, here's the contract, $1,000 a week and anything she wants. Of course, that is just for the first commercial. After we see that, we have an option to pick her up for 7 years.
7 years?
Sign.
Yes, please, Mr. Schnauzer, just sign.
You understand, of course, that I'm going to do Mr. Muldoon's play, Tempest in the Tropics, as my first vehicle.
Anything, just sign.
Directed by Mr. Muldoon.
Of course, just sign.
There.
Thank you. Be at the studio tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, shoot the first commercial.
6 o'clock? I've got to start setting Miss Lamarck's hair.
Mr. Muldoon, as the director, there are certain advertising points we have to settle on.
Are you telling me how to direct? I've directed Miss Lamont in everything she's ever been in. It'll be my way or get yourself another boy. No interference. After all, it was I who first discovered Miss Lamont.
You discovered her? Why, when I first saw her cleaning a fish in her father's fish store, I said, there is a star.
Out, everybody. I have to give Miss Lamont her bubble bath.
Oh, wait, Babette.
Ooh, look what she signed. To Grover, an old friend.
Gunther.
She still remembers my name.
And I always will, darling. I'll never forget all the little people who helped me up the ladder to stardom.
I can't wait.
The film just arrived from the studio.
Put it on, Al.
Percy, at last I have found you.
Sir Guy Farrington, it is you.
What is it you have found here that keeps you a captive on this tropical island?
What is it? Look.
Underneath
the Dixie Dimpled Girl.
South the island breeze, through banana trees, whisper words so simple. Eat a Dixie dimple.
Stop it! Stop it! What have you fellas done? I've lost my Dixie Dimple gal.
Max, at last I have found you.
My partner, Murray, it's you.
After 6 months, my search is over. Forget Miami Beach. Come back to the garment center with me.
I can't. Not till I finish designing my new junior miss dress that can sell for only $8.95.
Max, will you please forget the junior miss?
I gotta make a comeback after I disgraced my firm by turning out an entire fall line 8 sizes too big.
They say I found 2 models who can wear them. Girls, come in.
On the shores of Miami, there
girls. It's two stylish stouts, are we?
I won't say stout.
I can say fat.
My own husband.
Oh, come on, Sylvia.
She's right. I won't say stout either.
All right, just say squat.
Tonight's program brought to you by new push-button Lilt, the only home permanent that waves your hair with foam. And by Gleam toothpaste with a patented GL70 formula.